Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. This is what I use to prep my nails. That is Blue Cross Cuticle Softener and Remover and a cuticle pusher. It's just got a nice curve to it, and so I put that liquid on my nails and then push the cuticle back. I've already done it prior to this video, but just wanted to show you guys the tools that I use. I put that cuticle softener into a cuticle oil pen, and it just works really well to use it that way since it's a pretty, runny liquid, I guess is the word. Anyway, I am going to be getting into a 4th of July mani with you guys today. This is Revel Desire, I believe, and then French White, and that is the Instagram freebie from years past, which is now, I believe, called Shiver and is available on the website. For a long time, it was like highly sought after, and you would have to buy it in the buy-sell trade groups, and now it is back, and it is a purchasable color on the website when all of the colors are available. So right now it might not be, but they should be back soon. Anyway, I am going to be doing some vertical ombre. I'm going to be doing some glitter placements with some chunky glitters, and I will let you guys watch that. It's probably nothing you haven't seen me do a little bit of before. It's just got a little extra because it's the 4th of July, and who doesn't want to be a little extra on the 4th of July? I think that's what the holiday is kind of all about. So watch for a little bit, and I will be back with you to walk you through a few of the steps. All right, if you haven't already seen me do a vertical ombre, you are going to see me do it now. So go ahead and cover the whole nail in base, and then these are just eyeshadow brushes. One is a crease brush and the other one's just a regular eyeshadow brush. Anyway, you can use whatever works best for you. And then, so you're gonna put that into the powder and sprinkle it over your nail. I find that when doing solids, I like to you want to get as close to the nail as possible without touching it. Not like at super close, but like as close as is comfortable without touching the nail. And that's just going to allow you a lot more control as to where you're tapping that powder off. If you want to get more disbursement, if you want to disperse the powder further, then you want to lift up your brush a bit higher and tap it. But the closer you are to the nail, the more accurate you can be. So once you do the first coat, when you go in for your second, you want to alternate your colors. So because I started with the red the first time, you want to start with the white the second time, and this just helps kind of the blend in the center of the nail so that it's less of a defined line and just more of a blended area between the two colors, I was a little bit worried doing red and white that it would look pink, but I think it turned out okay, especially because of the white middle finger. So it kind of, like, it was clear what I was trying to do, right? Like the red, white, and blue. But anyway, I don't think it made it look too pink, so that was good, but I was worried about that. Anyway, so alternate your colors, and then after you're done with your colors, you're going to want to cap and clear so that when you're filing your nail, you don't ruin that design or that blend that you had going on. Another thing when you're doing these two colors, when you tap it off, depending on what you want to happen, you're either going to want to turn your finger to the side that you just applied the powder to tap it off, or if you want it to blend more the opposite direction, then do that. I'm putting a little bit of more white on top because I felt like I sprinkled the red onto the white and I didn't like that look. So yeah, just fiddle around with it until you get the look that you like, and you're the one that has to look at it on your hand. So do what you like, and that's my biggest tip. Like, people always go, what color should I wear in this season, or does this look good? And I'm like, do you like it on your hand that you have to carry around? Then it's perfect. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do the blue to white vertical ombre here, and then cap my colors in clear, and I'll be back with you. All right, so before I do some glitter placement, I am going to stop myself and I'm going to activate my other nails. But the glitter placement I'm going to do, they are sample glitters I got from Glitter and Grace Dips. If you order any of their dip powders, they come with a cute little baggie of like a sample size of seasonal glitters, which is super fun. Like in the fall, I got some fall leaves, and I think around Valentine's Day, I got some cute little hearts. And so in my last order, I'm always surprised by it too. It's like I forget that they're going to do that. But I got these little, what I thought were just stars, but they also had little hexagons in them and like little Mickey Mouse shaped glitters, which was kind of fun. So I don't know whether that's like excess from other things that they mixed in or what, but it was just, they were really cute. So I'm sure my daughter will really love the Mickey Mouse ones, or if we ever do like a Disney trip, those would be fun. So I dumped that little sample out into a cupcake liner so I would have easier access to get the specific ones that I want out of it. So there's like little silver and gold and blue and white and red and like just all different little things. So I cover that white nail in base and then I just apply away with those little glitters wherever I want them. So I don't usually have like a rhyme or reason. I wanted just like a very 4th of July feeling nail, and so that's what I went for. And I threw a little heart in there because this country needs a little love right now. So anyway, you can watch me place those glitters away and I'll be back with you in a minute. So as you saw, I did have to just add some base as I was about halfway through. The base was dry, so you just add some more and continue on. Now I'm going to encapsulate that nail in clear. That will protect all the glitters from all the filing and buffing. If you don't protect your glitters, you file and buff, you can cut into those glitters, and most colored glitters are silver on the inside, and so if you don't want your glitters to turn silver or just be ruined because your file will catch on them if they're not encapsulated and clear, then you should do this. So that is activation, and then I am going to do some filing and buffing on camera for you guys. I know a lot of people have questions. How do you file? How do you buff? Like, what's the best way to shape your nail? And so I'm going to do some of that on camera for you guys here. I'll probably speed it up a little bit so this isn't super long, and I will be back with you guys shortly. I'm going to use my e-file after I hand file my shape. So bear with me and I'll be back. All right, so after 3 fingers, I just cut that off so it wouldn't be so long. I am going to go into my e-file here. I will link this below. It's fairly new. I love it. It charges up really nicely, holds a charge. In fact, I don't think I've recharged it since I got it, and I've used it at least a half a dozen times to do a complete mani, so it's holding up really nicely. So that's really nice. Maybe I'll take it on vacation with me this year. I wonder if that'll look weird in my luggage. Anyway, after I've done my shaping, I go ahead in with my e-file and just smooth over the top of my nail. So I usually focus on the transition from the dip powder to my cuticle just to make that as smooth as possible. That helps prevent lifting. And then just go over the top, and I usually smooth out the tip in case there are any like ridges or bumps or anything like that. So if you do a nice smooth base application and have decent powders, then you probably won't have to do a ton of filing, but it just takes practice. And some bases are thicker than others and just make for a little bit of a lumpy application or whatever. So e-files are great for that. They're a speedy way to file. You can use a hand buffer if that's your preference. Whatever works for you, that's what you should do. So I'm going to finish up my e-filing and I'll be back. All right, how many times have I said I'll be back in this video? Not I'll be back like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I keep saying I'll be back because I will be. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, this is the top coat. So I have activated after filing and shaping. I have wiped off that excess activator because you don't want it contaminating your top coat. And now I am applying my top coat. Dip top coat is applied in 2 coats every time. It will not work if you do 1. It will not work if you do 3. It's 2 coats. First coat is 2 to 3 quick swipes over the top of your nail. As you'll see, I'm wiping off the brush before I put it back into the jar. That is to keep from contaminating my top coat. So 2 to 3 quick swipes, and then you're gonna go right back and do the second coat right after, and that's gonna be a more thorough coat. You can go all the way to your edges and cap your free edge, which will help prevent lifting and do a more thorough application, and that's going to give you that shine. It will harden because the activator is actually what makes your top coat harden. That's why it's a necessary step after you file and buff. So it's a whole science. Make sure you follow the steps or you'll get like a goopy top coat and not know why it's not drying, and it's because you probably missed your activator. So anyway, follow the steps and it will work perfectly. This is Triple Vitamin. They have a great top coat. I love it. And if you're looking for a new set of liquids or just the ones you're using you don't like very much, try Triple Vitamin. They have a great liquid set. So I'm going to apply cuticle oil to these nails, and then after my finish photo, you're gonna see I peeled these right off. I applied a full coat of Peel Base under these before I did them and popped them right off almost immediately following, because I wasn't ready to keep a 4th of July mani on. So everybody has their own method for applying Peel Base. I know if I've put a full coat on my nail, they will pop right off, like easy peasy right after I'm done. That's why I don't use a full coat of Peel Base. I put a thin strip down the middle of my nail, and that is just to speed up soak off. With a thin strip down the middle of my nail, if I pick at my nails, they will damage my natural nail. So anyway, I hope you like this. Happy 4th of July. Give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and come back next time. Bye guys.